Good morning, afternoon, evening, church. This is Matthew 25 for day 25. And so, what is the question that Yeshua is answering in Matthew 25? We got to remember that it's a continuation of what he was talking about in Matthew 24. So the context does seem to be about end times. There's urgency and there's importance here. And so, first off, he talks about the parable of the virgins. And the whole point, in a nutshell, be ready, be prepared for the coming of the bridegroom. And these virgins had oil. They were supposed to go to the party. And for today, I'm not going to get hung up on what the oil represents. I mean, Holy Spirit, fruitfulness, obedience. There's a lot of teachings on that. Maybe it's just oil. But I think that the readiness is the key here. And making oneself ready is an active thing. Keeping oil, trimming wicks, preparing the lamp, being ready to go at a moment's notice, actively waiting. This oil wasn't just freely given. I mean, we see that 5 of the virgins were told to go get their own. So we need to be ready for action and actually do action, not just say the right things and do nothing. The five virgins were talking like they were ready, but they were all talk and no action. They weren't ready to go. And the next parable in this chapter is the parable of the talents. And again, it's in the context of Matthew 24. You got a 5-talent guy gets 5 talents, a 2-talent guy gets 2 talents, and a 1-talent guy gets 1 talent. In different seasons of life, different amounts are allocated to different people. I know in the past I've been entrusted with a lot in certain situations, and sometimes I'm not given much. And it's always, it depends on the season of life that you're in. It depends. I'm not saying that like everybody always is at this level for this thing and everybody's at this level for this thing. But in this story, what's important here is that however many talents you get, we see that there are 2 options. It's be ready for action and actually do action, or say things and do nothing. So the 1-talent guy talked like he knew what he was talking about, but he obviously wasn't ready to go. I don't think that this parable is just about stewardship. It's about our knowledge of God. It's about our understanding of his faithfulness, our understanding of what God would have us do with what he's given us. And the first guys knew what their master would have them do. They had the understanding of the master. The 1-talent guy didn't have the right understanding of what the master would want. He said, I heard you were a harsh man. He buried it because of this. And so the 1-talent guy didn't respond correctly. He not the same way the others did. So we see that there was an expectation to do something. And later in 25, when the sheep and goats are separated, the king says to those on the right, take your inheritance because you did this and this and this. And there's a big list of things that they did. And to those on the left, there's a big list of did nots. So the prayer focus today is centered on verse 40, which it says, whatever you did for the least of these, you did to me. This chapter comes with an expectation. This chapter is a call to action. So get up and do something. Get out and love somebody. But be ready. Be equipped. Have that testimony ready. Have that memory verse ready. Watch your lamps. Put what you've been given to work all the way till the end. Church, be blessed. We're almost to the end of this thing. So that's it for me.